to be physically independent from your parents. Now I am just sitting outside. It's actually flurry, and this place is so pretty. It has a pink little bricks on the road, and also it's really pretty here. So I just wanted to take a moment to share this message with you. Okay, so to be physically independent from your parents, we're talking about knowing that from your mind and from your body that you are physically able to stand up to either your parents or the other person you're standing up against. And we're talking about this idea because there are still households where there are physical and emotional abuse going on, may it be between parents and child or between spouses. And the idea is that we want to get ourselves ready, become aware that we are physically able to take care of ourselves and to protect ourselves when the situation occurs. In some cases, especially between a parent and child, sometimes the child, even though they may be adult size in the 20s or 30s, however, in their subconscious mind, they still think that their parents are so much bigger than them, their parents are still so much scarier than they think it is. But really, if you take a moment to recognize the situation, then you'll see that your parents may be, the size may be smaller because you have grown, or they're more frail in the body. So now, of course, like for between girls and guys, like maybe it's a daughter with her dad. Maybe the dad is still physically stronger than you. However, you are old enough where you can actually physically fight back if you need to. The one thing that we're dealing with is the subconscious interpretation of the size difference. Because when we were young, when our parents got mad at us, they were physically bigger than us. So our brain had imprinted that size difference. And when, let's say, the parents start yelling or start hitting, we go into a protective mode so that we don't speak up, so that we avoid talking about the situation. So when I work with clients, what I usually do is I would go into the subconscious mind, do a light hypnosis where they actually change the way that they see themselves in relation to their parents. Because if you're to imagine this, if you're to visualize yourself looking up at your parents, they may be scarier to you when you were a child. But if you're to put your parents next to, for example, Shaquille O'Neal or Yao, even if they are hitting them or even if they're yelling at them, Shaquille O'Neal or Yao is not going to get affected by them. So subconsciously, we're changing our size interpretation so that we can physically own our strengths, own our voice. So even if you cannot physically fight back against maybe your dad, let's say, you can still maybe pick up a chair or maybe push them away so that you can protect yourself. Now, of course, the next thing is to be ready to deal with the consequences, because now that you're starting to fight back, they're going to get even more angry or mad at you. So maybe it could be their force, maybe even louder or stronger, or they could potentially kick you out of the house. So then, are you physically able to take care of yourself when you're out on your own? And in the next two videos, I'm going to talk about the emotional independence and the psychological part, which we have kind of dealt with in terms of the internal sizes. But I will dive more a little bit into those things coming up, because, of course, there's a lot of emotional independence when they talk about guilt, when they try to guilt trip you or try to scare you, or all the psychological, like the, oh my gosh, am I actually feeling ashamed of rebelling against my parents? All those things are also related. So just wanted to share that with you here. It is, even though April already, it's still snowing, but it's so pretty. Just want to share it with you.